Baby Rose. Look, that stupid GPS kicked off again. I'm gonna trust my inner GPS. I'm gonna trust my inner GPS. I'm just kidding. I think I got it. How you doing this evening? I'm good. See what I'm doing. I just woke up a minute ago. I don't know if I feel refreshed, but I ain't sleepy, so I got my energy drink on deck just in case. But I haven't had to. I try to stay away from them and only use when needed. So I've been doing pretty good. I've taken it to work. Every time I go at midnight, I've taken the energy drink to work and still haven't drunk it. So I haven't needed it. I feel good. I know this night should go pretty fast to 5:30, so it's all good. It's all good in the hood. Marissa, what you doing out the bed, girl? You laying on the bed with one eye open, one eye shut, half slobbing, ain't you? I know you ain't. Well, what? What you got going on? I know Marissa sleeping behind ain't in the what? Hey, Marissa. Marissa's sleepy, but yeah, I ain't did nothing all day but sleep. I slept and then I right turn on red after stop. Girl, I have to get used to these signals, and then we right by this little train track thing. I'm like, I don't want to decide to go on red, and then all of a sudden, I guess it will be a light right there, but still, not the train, but like the little, I guess the little, I don't know what to call it, monorail, little transportation thing. But yeah, man, I was asleep, and then I had a package at my girlfriend's house. I keep telling her, I said, I think this might be the last one, because I started sending them to my new address now, because the other one, yeah, they had stole the package one day, so I started sending them back over her house. So now I can be excited when I come home and see a package on the porch, like, no, I need to stop seeing packages on the porch, is what I need to do. Yeah, but I went over her house and got my package real quick, and then I came home and I was sitting there looking at the house, and the house was looking at me, and then I went to Applebee's and just had me a little woosah moment. You know what I mean? Sometimes you need a little. I went to a different Applebee's than I normally go to. I'm like, I don't know if I like it or don't like it. I don't know. Whatever. You know, they got the dollar cocktails all October. That's one thing I will say Applebee's is good at. They usually had them little promotions where they had them dollar drinks, and them dollar drinks just really don't be right. Now, I will say for the dollar drink, I think the other Applebee's is, yeah, the place to be. But yeah, I tell y'all, when I drive through this city, I don't know what it is, but it just seems, it's like, it's not even Houston, you know what I'm saying? It's not even Houston, but I just be so nervous. Like, you would think I was driving through Manhattan or something. And I think it's because it's not like my regular route, you know what I'm saying? I'm learning a new route. I guess soon it won't feel so foreign to me. But for now, yeah, I'll be so nervous. Nervous and don't even know why. I think sometimes I'll be nervous because I don't want to accidentally go through the toll, because then I won't know how much money to pay, because they're going to send it to my old address. But I got it. I see I got it now. I know when I go on this road right here, it's 4.9 miles until I get off on the exit. Then I'm good. Dang, that's a big old, is that a ship? Oh no, that's a building. I don't know, these shipyards, the way they be like lit up at night, it just seems so scary to me. I guess I'm weird. But yeah, man. Before I left, like soon as I got in my car, I was thinking about encouragement and how, yes, everyone needs it. Hey, realists. Look, I know realists, but from them, is that 100s? I don't know. I see that red and I know it's realists automatically. That's funny. I don't have to read it. But yeah, I was thinking about encouragement and how we all need it. And sometimes I think that there's moments when we need it. Then there's moments where some people may be, what's the word I'm looking for? Some people may be, in a sense, they abuse it. If I can say it like that, and then I can guess maybe bring understanding. Hey, Gary. And we know the term, but who encourages the encourager? And I don't know. I feel like that's a weak statement too, because I'm like, the Lord, duh, you, duh, and that's where, because that sounds like I'm encouraging you with the expectation of someone encouraging me. Like that person owes me encouragement back. That encouragement may not come from that particular person. So if I'm going to give Veronica encouragement, I'm not going to be sitting here waiting on one day I need encouragement to be like, I always encourage Veronica, but she'll never give me any encouragement. I would rather a person give me encouragement from a capacity that they are capable of, and if you don't have the capacity to do so, I don't want you to try to encourage me, because it just might not be very encouraging. You know what I mean? Because it may be full of doubt and, just, well, I'm going to do this because she do it for me, But when I say people abuse it, it's when that person that is always, oh, girl, I just need some encouragement, girl, give me a word, or girl, I just need somebody's touch, I just need some encouragement. And I'm like, you're constantly needing encouragement, and it's okay to ask for encouragement, but at what point do we ask for encouragement after we've tried to encourage ourselves? I think we all know that person that will run out with the encouragement. I think sometimes people just want to have something to say. But I guess my topic, if it's a topic, is like, in order for you to have faith, in order for my encouragement to work, you have to have faith. In order for your faith to work, you have to believe in yourself, Believe that you can encourage yourself. Believe that, although I know I'm going through something right now, let's talk to the great encourager, God. I know everything is going to be all right. Now, if you still feel like you need a little pep talk, then you go to your homie, your girl. Yeah, girl, I was just, encouraging myself today. I could use a little extra, Or maybe that person to just be automatically prompted to encourage you. Now, I'm not saying don't encourage your friends. I'm just saying that when we're needing it and asking for it, make sure that you're first partaker in attempting to encourage yourself. You know what I mean? You can listen to some uplifting music. You can watch something inspiring on TV. You can go out and take a walk. You can pray. First and foremost, it's so much we can do before we get to that point of asking someone else. I say this, I wouldn't want to be the recipient of false encouragement. What happens when that person is recognized as an abuser of getting encouragement from everybody else, but not trying to encourage himself, and then a person is giving you false encouragement because they're not giving it to you from the heart, but as a routine, because this girl always needs encouragement. You know what I mean? It's just so many elements to it to me. Hopefully we don't have people that'll give us false encouragement, but I want to avoid it. You know what I'm saying? I think the biggest recipients of false encouragement sometimes is people like on social media that may post like, oh, I'm having such a rough time, I just, everybody pray for me. I always tell people, like, I'm not jumping on social media, Facebook or whatever, saying where my prayer warriors at. Because a prayer warrior may come in a warrior that prays for the devil as well. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that pray ain't praying from a space of the Holy Spirit. What if you come up on a prayer and somebody is actually praying a reverse prayer of what you're asking for, because you didn't jump in a space of millions, maybe billions, I don't know, however many people, at least however many followers you have, you're jumping into a space of asking people to pray for you, and you don't know who may see that and be like, oh, this blah blah blah. And, I just really feel weird about that. So I just think it's important. Number one, making sure we're always trying to encourage ourselves and always trying to start with prayer for ourselves. Number two, if you have your prayer warriors, have them on speed dial. Not, pulling on prayer warriors from basically the universe. Because if we're pulling on prayer warriors from the universe, we're liable to get all types of prayers. I always tell people it's like good, bad, nasty, dirty, disgusting, wonderful, amazing. All that's in the universe. You know what I'm saying? So, I remember when my dad got sick, and people would come online and discuss his condition without even thinking about his daughter on social media and, seeing something. He went to the doctor or something, and I hadn't been briefed on it. My uncle came online and was like, oh, my brother, I understand why he felt that way. That's his big brother, his little brother, whatever. But he didn't take into consideration that everybody in his side of the family wasn't aware. And I was just kind of like, well, thanks, Uncle. I'm glad I found out on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? And I just had this whole thing where after that, I would go into the family group. Hey, this is what's going on, and these are the prayers we're asking. And if you would like to come in agreement with these prayers that, my sister, myself, and and their grandkids have come up with, then we would greatly appreciate it. Because I know a couple of my family members operate in witchcraft. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying they would have did something wrong, but hey, the wrong spirit is the wrong spirit, no matter who it's connected to. That's why it's also important to watch who you're asking for encouragement or prayers, because you don't know what some people are connected to. You been got prayed up and down by somebody you thought you could trust, and never know they done put a whole hocus pocus on you. I thought it should have been getting better after somebody prayed for me. I thought these nightmares would have dissipated after this prayer warrior prayed for me. I think right now, even more so than ever, it's important to start to exercise your faith for yourself. You don't have the faith within you for yourself. You're not going to have it to help anybody else. You know what I mean? If I'm feeling a little low, I still have faith. I can come on here and say, today was a pretty hard day. Automatically, Gary gonna drop a prayer in the chat. Now, we done came in agreement with, hey, I don't even know what some of y'all be, but I'm just saying, we done had a good record with the prayers that go down up in here. I can say that, but I didn't ask from a space of defeat. You know what I'm saying? I asked from a space of I'm gonna keep going. Even though I feel like I'm running out, I'm gonna keep going. Now my brother Gary done prayed and the thing. Now I'm a little bit more encouraged. Now I'm a little bit more, enthusiastic about keeping on going. Like the man dropped in here the other night and said, God loves you. He told me to tell you to keep going. I don't know that man from Adam. But I didn't discern anything off with him. But, you just never know where it's going to come from. And sometimes you don't have to ask, is the point of it all. I feel like God hears us, He knows us, He sees us, He senses us, He feels us. And when we need something, it's like, how we always say, He may not come when we wanted to, but He always comes on time. Yeah. His own time is always on time. You know what I'm saying? It's like we can't even doubt that He's going to be. And if He don't come, guess what? It wasn't supposed to come. He wasn't supposed to come. At least not in the fashion you thought He was. I don't think He never, He never leaves us nor forsakes us. So I don't think there's ever a time where God doesn't show up for us. I just think it's not necessarily the way we imagined it to be or thought it would be. Yeah, that's what I think. Because I always say, I know that I don't know God's plans for me, and not in totality. I know He wants good for me. I know that I don't think that my plans supersedes His. So I believe that whatever it is that I think is so grand, what He knows and what He's doing and what He has for me is even grander. No, I'm just kidding. It's more grand than anything I can imagine. You know what I'm saying? I think I told y'all before, I think we underestimate ourselves when we, sometimes when we go to prayer, sometimes you got to have that faith to ask for something that is totally ridiculous in a sense. Not like stupid ridiculous, but like crazy dumb. No, I'm just kidding. Ask for something that you ain't, maybe you ain't qualified for. Ask for a raise that you ain't up for yet. Ask for a promotion that maybe you didn't work in that line, but maybe another one to drop. Asking for things that are outside of our thinking. I remember when I was looking for a place to work, and I always had this fear, like when Boofer back in the day used to be like $75, maybe $100. Then it went to the $150. So I'm comfortable at $150. And I'm always that person that gets a little shaky when it goes into the 200s or above. You know what I'm saying? And although I shouldn't be, what I would do is look for that place that had what fit what I needed. And then one day I thought about it. How do I expect to grow outside of this fishbowl, if I don't go into a larger one? I mean, how do I expect to grow in this fishbowl if I don't step into a larger one? You can only grow so much in a space that's made to fit a certain thing, a certain criteria. So as long as I only needed $150, why would my increase be any more than what I needed? Why not go into that space that was $200, $235 with my faith attached and know that God is going to provide what I need in that space? It never should have been 200 is a little steep. It should have been like, all right, so I know He's going to provide these clients for me to pay this $200. That's the mindset I should have had, But then that's where that fear comes in. You know what I mean? What if I don't make this? What if I don't do that? And I think that hindered me a lot. Being afraid. Feeling like I couldn't afford. Because it's almost like before I left Charleston, I was working in a shop where his booth was $200. But of course I worked my magic and I wasn't never paying that much. But I don't think I ever reached half my potential there. I don't think it was fully because of me, because even right now he still don't have people working for him. But I guess I put myself into a space that not only I wasn't it wasn't conducive for me to grow in, but it wasn't conducive for him. It's like one of the best salons in the city, or shopping salons. They had like the barbershop, basically open floor, and then had private rooms for the stylist. One of the nicest. And he couldn't get no workers, and that could very well been something that was attached to him or whatever, but even to this day, he still hasn't been able to fulfill that, goal of getting his salon filled. But I try my hardest not to have that same mentality here in Virginia, because if I do, I'm going to be stagnant. I'm not going to grow. You know what I'm saying? Just like right now, I work at the shop I work at. It's cool. I'm getting clients. That's cool. But I still feel like I'm stuck in a space, because I'm like, well, it should be a little bit more than this. I know me, So what I've been having in my mind is perhaps I need to step out into a bigger, a bigger swamp, not swamp, a bigger lake. Damn, I said swamp. Why I put myself in a swamp? Maybe I need to step into something different. I think about going into a salon suite, but I do get nervous because, you got to have at least, if you don't, like by me not having a clientele, you do have to have at least some foot traffic coming into that business. At least so you can catch a few people here and there, while you're building. So it's like that's my only hang up or apprehension, I would say. I'm definitely not fearful, but I don't want to go in somebody's space and then they ain't making no money and then I don't want to pay that mess out of my pocket, in other words. So yeah, I don't know. So y'all can keep me in prayer about my decision, because I did get my license, so I am able to work anywhere. This man was way generous enough to allow me to work in this establishment as I was getting everything together. But I wouldn't have went to somebody else's salon like, hey, I ain't got my license yet, I got them. I forgot to take them out the car too. They right here. They in my armrest. I'm licensed in Virginia. But like I said, I have the faith that I can do it. I just have to make sure I come out my days of maybe procrastinating, because sometimes you will have a clear notion of what you're supposed to be doing. And it kind of sounds foolish, just like I was telling y'all, like, asking God something that's ridiculous. It sounds ridiculous for me to have, 1.74 clients and then going to a salon suite where I'm expecting 185 and above for the rent. I mean, that's crazy. And I always say I got more than a mustard seed. I got watermelon size faith, where that at me. See, that's how I encourage myself. I'm like, girl, you be telling these other people you got faith the size of a watermelon, and here you are with a smidgen of a mustard seed in this area. That's when you need encouragement. When that mustard seed done been cut a little bit. And I always tell you, if you ain't never seen a mustard seed, go look at one. That thing tiny. Put it this way, if it's in your hand and you drop it, if you ain't on a white paper or something, you're never going to find it. It's that tiny. But just look how much faith God expects from us. And then we'll turn around and act like we can't muster up that little bit before we go and ask someone else to pray for us, to encourage us, I think a lot of people in the world, and I think some of that comes from a place of hurt, people who've been hurt over and over again. They have a lot of trauma, and maybe they're in doubt, feeling a little doubtful at times. So it's always, and I'm not taking a dig at people like that. I'm being very compassionate in this sense when I'm talking about this, because it's another way of looking at it versus, just being addicted to asking for encouragement. But some people they're grasping at whomever, whatever. That's the only problem with it. Yes, they have a need, but those are the people that will pop up everywhere like, I don't know if y'all be seeing, because I don't know what y'all algorithm will pull up, but a lot of these prophets pop up in my news feed, like on TikTok and stuff, even here a little bit. But I'll look at the comments sometime, and I'll be looking at this prophet like, if you don't get off this thing lying to these people. But then you have people, it'll be like clear that this person is so off and not right, but there's so many people that will be in the chat saying, do you hear God saying anything for me? Do you have a word for me? And that hurts me, because I can remember kind of being that person, because I didn't understand the prophetic, but I wasn't like running around looking. Some people would, man, they'll go looking for a word every single place they see somebody who's saying they giving a word. And that's not safe, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody is not operating in a good spirit. Everybody ain't genuine. Everybody ain't true. Everybody ain't hearing from God. That's just the bottom line, you know. I could come on here and prophesy to everybody for the next hour, and it won't be a word from God. But I know how to do it. I know how it sounds, you know. Those people tug on people's emotions and then ask them for cash app. But I'm saying all that because there's a lot of people, I think, that are hurt and that are just looking for that one last thing from God, and they're trying to hear it, see it, feel it from somewhere, you know. And instead of people getting online and encouraging them to say that, you know, God loves you and he still hears you, and encouraging them to pray and encouraging them those things, you have somebody on there telling them, oh, I see God bringing you out of something. You know, it's been hard for you the last 3 weeks um, financially, but God is going to make a way in the next 32 days. And then you'll see like 75 people saying, I received that word for me. I'm receiving that for me. And that person just sitting up there, hey, God didn't tell me none of that just now. I just said it. I just said it. So we have to be careful in seeking encouragement from others and what we take in, you know. We don't want to end up with spiritual food poisoning, as I call it. You know, you take in too much of the wrong thing, you get sick. You know, and on the flip side of that, that same person who was on their last straw, just needing one last hope, and you know, from God, they done lost all hope, all hope, and turned away totally. Now they're lost because you playing God on the internet. If we're supposed to be compelling people to come, why would you come online, or why would you answer your phone and lie to someone when you didn't have the capacity to really encourage them, or if you wasn't really truly hearing from God, you didn't have the capacity to give them a word, you know? People turn away every day because of something somebody does that's supposed to be a certain way. They thought that this person was God, so they came to them, and that person really just out here playing in traffic. Because you're going to get hit one day playing with God. You playing with traffic, buddy. All right, y'all, we got to find a spizzot. I'm just kidding. Dang, ain't nobody at work today, Harley? Okay, we're going to head out back here for a while. So lunch start and the people roll out. Y'all should know how we do by now. Mm-hmm. No, I'm just kidding. Amen, Gary. The encouragement you need will find you. Now you have those people that you know, and that's what y'all do. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, it'll find you, because even when you're not, that person may not ask, you may just automatically start talking about something that's encouraging to them. It does find you. I truly believe that. I definitely believe that. My eyeballs itching, y'all. Whew. Mm. I shouldn't be rubbing my eye like that, because earlier it was tripping. But anyhow. Yeah, man, that's my rant. Just let us try to be more mindful that the great encourager resides inside our heart. You know, there's no one that can encourage you more than God. There's no one that loves you more than God. There's no one that could possibly give you more than God. So make sure that we're seeking Him first, you know, and then maybe He'll guide you to the person He wants you to talk to. He'll place upon a person's heart to come and speak to you. And it could be a stranger, but you know when you know. When that person walk up to you and say something, you be like, that had to be God. I don't have those instances a lot, but when you do get them, it's very encouraging. Cause you know, I don't know about y'all, but I ain't gonna say I feel like God forgot about me. But sometimes you do be feeling like, okay, I'm just out here. I'm just out here, Lord. Dangling what I'm supposed to be doing. You know this is coming up, and yeah, those things. You know, yes, we all need encouragement. Yes, we can all be encouraged by one another or each other, however you want to phrase it. Not saying anything's wrong with that. Just don't become an abuser of it because you know you have an encouraging friend. So then you won't have that person talking about, well, I always encourage people. Who encourages the encourager? Who's there for the strong friend? How about who told you to be the strong friend? Let's talk about that. Who told you to be the strong friend? You chose to jump up and label yourself strong and mighty and I can handle everybody's stuff. Now, when you beat the heck up and you ain't getting it back, that means you was in a boxing rink you shouldn't have been in. You can't pick up too much of things that don't belong to you. So, who's strong for the strong friend? God. He's our strong tower. Strong friend, quit trying to help everybody. Strong friend, quit running to the rescue. Strong friend, use this one sentence that works wonders. No! Strong friend, you have to say no sometimes. Strong friend, sometimes you ain't as strong as you think. That's why you feel beat up when you don't get it in return. Because you've overexerted your strength. You were doing things in your own strength, and even in encouraging others, you should seek God for how to help this person. Because once you start operating in your own strength and you're weak, and don't nobody come with that encouragement on the back end, now you got doors that can open up for little things to come in to throw you off. That's why you don't feel that strong. That's why you don't. Sometimes you have to be selfish with yourself. I agree with that. You know, y'all ever help somebody even though you know God says shh, don't do it? I don't think I ever had that happen to me, but it has to happen because I've heard people say I went against my better judgment and I did it anyway. Sometimes people have to go through what they're going to go through or what they're going through for God to deliver them from something or get them to understand something. So when we become the strong friend and we pop up and we start doing things for them that God didn't intend for us to do, we take the beating. We get the warfare. Strong friend. Who told you was use the strong friend? You coined yourself strong friend, then you get your tail whooped, and then you're mad. Talk about who's there for the strong friend. Stop being so strong. He didn't tell you to be strong. He gives you strength. Why are you trying to be strong? You can't do it. You can't do it. And I don't think people pay attention to what they be saying. You know, hey, I be seeing on social media, hey y'all, check on your strong friends. No, quit being a strong friend. Be strong for yourself and help when you can. I remember when we first was my church back in Atlanta when they was the other ministry and we were building in Charlotte and you know I was on the front line and when they would want us to serve they would encourage us, like, say for instance, Meek, I need you to can you greet today? Instead of me greeting, knowing I didn't want to or knowing I was going through something, what they told us was, hey, I I really do love to serve, or however you're gonna address it, but I really would love to help, but today I just really don't feel like I have the capacity to do the job. And then they would give it to somebody else. Sometimes you have to say, I don't have the capacity to help you with that. I'm not able to do that. You don't just jump on and be like, I got it. And then get mad when you're feeling weak or left out. Well, it's because you jumped up into something you weren't supposed to. It's okay not to be the strong friend. Be strong for yourself. If you're going to be strong for you and all your friends, you in trouble. You are in T-Rebel. Come on, girl, turn so I can go park in this. Is this man going to take my spot or is he gone somewhere? Because I seen somebody pull out. Yeah, sometimes we be doing too much. That's just the bottom line. We either trying to be the strong friend or are we seeking the whole all around the world for encouragement? We be doing too much. We gotta stop doing that. Cause I'm gonna tell you like, hey, I ain't got it, boo. I ain't got it. And I love that sentence. No. I've done the opposite. I don't want to help someone because they did something that I felt wronged me. And I remembered the word and help. Exactly. What was that this morning when Dub was talking? No, that was yesterday when he's talking about don't block your blessing. You know what I mean? We don't do things, if we're operating in the spirit of God, we don't do things for people. It's not a tick for tack. We do things from a loving space and with the love of God. So if you say you love God and someone needs help and you could have helped them and you don't want to help them because, oh, I remember that time she did XYZ. Hey, that's just going to be one of them boxes checked when you go up there and see him. He's like, you remember your cousin said, can you help me with this? And you told her, it's all, get somebody else to do it. Why you do that? That's where forgiveness comes in. You know what I mean? When you forgive, you have to forgive people. You can't be waiting on the moment to say, I knew you was going to need me. Basically, that's what we do. I knew you would need me before I needed you. Now here's my big chance. No. You better be saying no for the right reason. Sometimes we just can't help though. You know what I mean? And that's okay. Don't guilt trip yourself if you cannot help someone. Like, you can't help if it's gonna cost you. And I don't mean monetarily. I mean if it's gonna cost you spiritually, emotionally, yeah, monetarily. But if it's gonna cost you, if it's gonna set you back, if it's gonna put you in a space you wasn't trying to be in, you can't help. It's not wise to help if you can't in a moment. If you do not have the capacity, you let that person know. I really would love to help you, but I just don't have the capacity to help you right now. What they gonna do? Get mad? So at least you didn't drain yourself trying to do something you couldn't do or wasn't supposed to do. At least you didn't find yourself in the negative because you went against your better judgment and did something that you shouldn't have did. It's okay, Definitely okay. Stop opening your storehouse for those who aren't in need. Yep, Gary. Stop opening your storehouse when they waited to the last minute to go and the store closed on them. They should have went on time and got what they needed. Don't be coming to try to pick it up off of me. Don't be trying to pick it up off me. Let's see if we can find a closer spot yet. There's just so much to life, Life, we make it hard. I really believe that. And I learned that by experience. Anytime something got tight on me, it was usually my fault, and that's me being accountable. Keeping it real with myself. Had I not done that, this wouldn't be happening. I think we do that a lot. We put ourselves in a predicament and then get mad. You did it, sir, ma'am. Ma'am, sir. Ain't nothing down here. Now I gotta turn around. I should have just waited. I was being impatient. I'll come all the way down here. It's like ain't nobody left. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right, kids, I'm backing up. I hope you're paying attention. Dang, they're making the thing go off. Sometimes it'll go off with people. I remember one time backing up, boy. That sucker didn't start beeping until that person was almost tasting the bumper. I'm like, woo. Jesus. Is y'all leaving or is y'all staying? I'm going on the other side. Yeah, but I think that's part of self-care. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to do more than you can. Because when you do, you can hurt yourself. You can be in a worse position than you was before. And you don't want to put yourself into a worse position than you were before. Not on purpose. Because once you do something you knew you shouldn't have did, it becomes on purpose. You did it anyway. You messed up. Come on, churn. Out the way. Yeah. Yeah, I can park right here. This is cool. Like out the way, churn. Yeah, this is good. I wish I could sing. I would sing y'all a tune right now. Hey, Mom. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. What's tomorrow? Thursday? I don't know. Let's do late lunch or something one day if you can. I ain't been to that wing spot. I ain't been to that wing spot, so let me know your schedule. Or maybe I gotta, what's today? Thursday or Wednesday? It's Thursday now, right? I don't know. I might maybe, well, I don't know. We'll see. If I don't end up working Friday, maybe what you call a happy hour? Yard house. But other than that, I'll keep you posted. I'll keep you posted. I done the opposite. Okay, I'm caught up. A boot tongue. That's the ugliest thing I can think of. You know, a boot tongue. That's not a pretty lady if she look like a boot tongue. I'm tired. I need to hit the lottery. My old bones going up in here. Yeah. These little kids being here getting on my nerves. Look, when I got here last night, the lady asked me what machine I wanted to be on. And I told her 5. She put me on 5. I get the 5, 2 chicks on the machine. I'm looking like, she like, they sent you over here? Well, they just put us here. And I'm looking like, what? They be tripping like that sometimes. You get to your station, they been and gave it to somebody else. So I went back around there. The girl like, no, you're the only person on there. So I went back around there like, man, these young people in this place be getting on my nerves. I'll be like, who raised y'all? You be ready to choke slap somebody sometime, but then I have to remember I'm supposed to be saved, so I'm supposed to be saved, so I can't be choke slapping nobody's churn. It just ain't in my character, but I really do be one, boy. Like last night when I was in the line, little girl came all the way from the back and just up in front of me, and I'm looking like I was 2 seconds away from going mama on her. Like, ma'am, did your mother raise you to be that rude? You see me standing here. Like, none of these kids got home training up in here, man. I'm telling you. I like this their first job and they ain't gonna learn nothing because they so slack on the rules. Every rule they got for us is not followed. Don't wear this, don't wear that. You only supposed to have shorts to your knees. They be having shorts to their panties. Not supposed to have on mirror-ass tops. They be having their shirts tied up here. I ain't never been to the place where the men, women, and children wear bonnets and pajamas. They wear pajamas to work. Yeah, they wear pajamas to work. I'd be like, well, they gonna break the rules. I was on the phone all night last night. It made my time go by fast. We ain't supposed to be on the phone, but I know what machine to get in, so they ain't really paying no attention. Sometimes I'll be looking at YouTube, but it's just depressing. I don't even be on YouTube that much in the last few days. And then it's like when I can't get on when I'm here, so I don't get to watch a lot of the people that I normally would be watching. I remember, man, it used to be so fun. You'll be online. I'll be on my panel, and they'll be like, "Me, what you doing?" I'll be like, "Oh, I was looking at something." I just be knocked out. I would be knocked out. Real story. But then wake back up and keep going, you know? Like, don't nobody be doing that no more on here. Even though, I ain't trying to create no content that correlates with any of that. I am not trying to. I'm here to encourage. I'm positive, so I'm glad that I'm a positive person and I come on here to speak positivity because I know the crap won't come, and I'm good with that. That's why I'm glad when I got like 2, 5, 7, 1. I'm used to doing videos when there's nobody on. This is like I used to do this even when I had to do the church group. One week I might have 21 women, then the next week it might be 2. And I always said if didn't nobody show up, I would probably still do my content and send them the replay. Like, I can't save the world, but I try to be an example of goodness in the world because there's so much ill stuff out here. So much ill stuff. And everybody do need a little encouragement. So as a whole, I would like to encourage somebody, even if it's just one person. But I'm not in the business of you calling me every week to my girl, I need some encouragement. Stop burning that sage. No, I'm just kidding. Look, I done came up in here with a do-rag on today. I mean business, okay? I mean business. I'm 2 seconds off of cutting my hair and doing my little white blonde, my platinum pixie. I don't know. I don't even know. But yeah, man. Y'all don't overexert yourselves for other people. Sometimes we literally don't have anything to give. Or what you have, you need it for yourself. So stop giving away your stuff. Hey, I had this one girl, I said, why you burning that? I said, you believe in God? Yeah. I said, so burning that is like saying, okay, I believe in Jesus and the Holy Spirit, but I'm going to give the Holy Spirit a little help. And then you wonder why you got to burn it every week. I'm sorry if I'm hurting y'all feelings, but blood of Jesus is enough. I understand if you don't believe in Jesus, but if it's burning, that's why you got to burn it every week, because it ain't burning nothing out. It's bringing it in. Sorry, not sorry. But I still love you. And it stink. You better say your house stink. It stinks. It stink. I don't know. I feel like if you give too much of yourself to other people, then what you gonna do when it's a day for battle for you? You know, giving all your strength and power to other people. You know. You know who abuse. You know who only come when they want something or need something. Those are the people you gotta unfortunately. Especially if it's a repeat. That means they're not doing something if they always needing something. They haven't learned from the other time you gave them encouragement. And the other day I walked out of here, and when I pulled my vest from the back seat, my tag got stuck in the side of the seat. So I got to the door and could not get in. I had to come back out here. And y'all know how I am about clocking in 5 minutes before my shift. I was salty. I had to clock in 1 minute after. But I still left like Pat, what are you doing on here? You supposed to be in the bed. Hey, Patrick. How you doing, man? Time to make the donuts. How's everything in good old Sumter? Pat, my old future ex-husband. Now let me quit. That is funny. My old future ex-husband. I'm so nosy. But yeah, man, that's all I got today. I just wanted to come on. I'm use y'all up while I drive to work. No, I'm just kidding. I felt like I had a little bit of something to say, so hey. They is over there getting high out they man. Oh yeah. They don't even say nothing with the weed smoke, man. These kids be high out they man. I was working with this boy one night, and he was like, I took 2 gummies. I'm like, why in the world did you take 2 gummies before you came to work? I'm looking at him like I should punch you in your eye. I was like, go get you some water. Splash some water on your face. I mean, that boy was done. He was like, you took 2 gummies to come to work. No good sense. None whatsoever. I had started getting worried about him. I'm like, go get you. I probably y'all. Mama Bear pops out. Boy, last night walking around like he about to pass out. He Oh, okay, that's right. I forgot. Shut up. In my damn house. Um. Yeah, he was saying how he didn't feel good. He had food poisoning last and was low. I'm automatic like, you got to get you some orange juice and a banana. My mother used to always be like, your potassium might low. Get you orange juice and some bananas and da-da. But he said he had orange juice and bananas at home, so hopefully he feel better tonight. I started to go to the store and get him some orange juice, but then stop. But I think they give us free electrolytes here, so if he feel bad tonight, I'm going to tell him to get some electrolyte. Anywho, it's 12:21 a.m. I think I have. Nope, I didn't. I about to say I have reached the hour, but I'm almost at an hour. Oh, now you want to leave. Am I gonna move? I got this seat up so far, I can taste the steering wheel. I didn't mean to go that far. Hey, I didn't see that kid walk out. I gotta stop calling these little kids kids. No, let me no, I don't. That's what they are. Anyway, 12:21. Dang, it's been 12:21 for like 7 minutes. Seemed like it. But yeah, it's my time. I'm about to get up out of here. I pray that y'all have a good evening, that you get sweet rest, that, nothing comes to disturb your peace this evening. That's what I pray for you guys tonight. And for safety for your babies in the morning if you got them, when they going to school, while they in school, and on their way home. And I'm about to get out of here so I can get to this door by 12:25. Clock in, run back here. No, I was parked. Well, I drove here when I first started, but yeah, I was just parked. I moved to a closer parking spot. I wouldn't have been able to read like that if I was driving. Thank you, Veronica. See you in the morning, hopefully. Probably so, because, yeah, I'll be up. I'll never get to go home and just go to sleep when I get off work. All right. Bye now. Love y'all.